And welcome to my next video. This is Mrs. Quinn, or the virtual teaching assistant. Now what I've done is I've split up multiplication and division. Normally these would be taught together, but the reason I've split them up is because I've shown quite a few different methods of multiplication and quite a few different methods of division, and the presentation, had I mixed both together, would be super duper long. So I've split them up. But ideally you would watch them with the division presentation as well. Let's get started. Okay, so multiplication, there's lots of different vocabulary for it. There's more than this. Again, this list is not exhaustive, but you could look at things like groups of, lots of, repeated addition, times, multiples, and double. These are all forms of multiplication. So just getting used to the vocabulary, again, like I always say, is half the battle. All right. To multiply or times something, you are copying it a set number of times. So specifically in Key Stage 1, what they first tend to look at is the 2s, 5s and 10s. So that's what I'll be focusing on in this presentation. And the way they'll teach it first is the concrete method, like I've told you, is when they're using counters or deans or numicon, something that they can touch and see and count with. The next level after that would be pictorial, which is where they draw pictures. And then the last one is abstract, which is where they see a sum and they can work it out themselves, or they can read a word problem and work it out themselves without needing to use equipment or drawing. Now, I'll pick this up from the pictorial and then the abstract. So the first one's groups of and then arrays. I'll show you both. So my number sentence would be 5 times 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 5 circles. Okay. And then I'm going to put 2 dots in each circle, all right? And it is as easy as then I'm going to count how much there is in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that gives me 10, okay? Would it make a difference if I wrote my number sentence the other way around? So 2 times 5. So this time I'm going to do 2 circles with 5 dots in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 again. So that did not make a difference at all. All right. So what we know from that one is with multiplication, you can write them either way round. What are arrays? Okay, arrays are when you do groups of. So my number sentence is going to be 5 times 3. So I want to do 5 lots of or 5 groups of 3. Okay, so there's my first 3, my second 3, my third 3, my fourth 3, and my fifth 3. Okay, then we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now again, would it be any different if I turned it around? So I'm going to do 3 lots of 5. We can probably count in our 5s, so we'll do that. So that's 5, 10, 15. So again, that's not made any difference with the way we have it. Okay. Now, how do you use number lines for multiplication? All right, you could draw a number line. So we could do 4 times 5. All right, so we're going to jump in 5s and we're going to do 4 jumps. All right, you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20. So there's my answer. All right, again, what if we did it the other way around? 5 times 4. I'm going to go in my 4s. So it's 4. Now, if I'm not too sure of my 4 times table, which if I'm in Key Stage 1, I might not be. I could well be, but I might not be. I could just draw myself 4 little dots down here. Okay, so I've got 4, and then what I'll do is I'll count on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There you go. So again, it doesn't matter which way around we have it with multiplication, you'll get the same result. Okay, next step. So once they've learnt the pictorial methods and they're happy with those and are secure with those, they might move on to something like true or false questions. So it's more the abstract. So would they be able to answer 5 plus 5 plus 5 is the same as 3 times 5? Now, this of course is true because multiplication is just repeated addition, okay, which means that it's just adding over and over again. All right, so that is true because you've got 3 5s there. Again, 6 times 5 is the same as 5 times 6. Well, we learnt on the previous screens that it doesn't matter which way around you have it with multiplication, so that's true as well. And then another thing you might do is complete the pattern. So you could chant 5, 10, and then they fill in the blanks. So it'd be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, these are all things just to build on it and solidify knowledge and depth of understanding. Again, this is a way you might ask also, is they'll say, complete this one, what's this last one? So if this is 3 5s, this is 4 5s, what's this one? And of course it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s. Okay, now once they've got those bits and they're happy with those, they then might move on to word problems. Single step word problems first. So for instance, this is an example. So sweets come in bags of 5. Mrs. Smith bought each of her 4 children a bag of sweets. How many sweets did she buy altogether? Now you can see why these tend to come at the end, because you need that strong understanding first. And then, because what you need to do is you need to read the question and try and gather what the question is asking you. Okay, so you need to highlight the key information. So I know they come in bags of 5. Okay, and I know she's got 4 children. So I know that my number sentence here is going to be 4 times 5. Okay, so 20 sweets altogether. Next, you'd move on to a 2-step question. So Jessica and Caitlin both have some sweets. Jessica has eaten 5 of the sweets, so only has 5 left. Caitlin has double the amount of sweets that Jessica started with. How many sweets does Caitlin have? So first we need to find out how many sweets Jessica started with. Okay, so she had 5 sweets left and she's eaten 5 because it tells me that there. So she must have started with 10. Okay, now I know that Caitlin has double the amount of sweets that Jessica started with. So I know if I'm doubling something, I'm multiplying it, I'm timesing it by 2. Okay, so that's 10 times 2. So Caitlin must have started with 20 sweets. All right, I know this has been very brief, and again, the aim with any of these videos are you can rewind and pause it on things that you need to practice a bit more and you might need help with. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me, message me, and please leave me comments on how you found the video and what you think. If it's helped you, please share it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.